Okay, I closed on my all-in-one loan today. What happens next? Well, after you close an all-in-one, a few things happen that are different from a conventional loan closing. Since it involves that sweep checking account, that takes a couple weeks to set up. It's helpful to know what to expect. So let me walk you through it. From the time of closing, it can take up to 3 weeks for you to get the packet in your email and snail mail that will have your new all-in-one checking account number and your routing number. The physical packet will have all that same stuff plus your debit card. If you want to order checks, you just do that online. Your debit card and the checks will automatically pull funds from the HELOC. It's amazing, but it can take a couple weeks. So at the time you receive the account and routing numbers, you can start setting up any ACH deposits, bill pay accounts, anything like that. You can also start moving money into and out of the all-in-one checking account. Every dollar deposited in the all-in-one checking account is automatically swept into the HELOC every night at midnight. So if you log into your account, let's say on your phone, you'll see whatever money you deposited that day, you'll see it in your checking account. The next day, the checking account will say 0. And the HELOC will be that much less according to what that deposit was. You'll use the North Point banking app to deposit funds straight into your all-in-one. There are no deposit limits for mobile, which is awesome. And there's no withdrawal limits either. You just transfer funds like you would any checking account, except this thing is working for you in your sleep. Every deposit goes right into the checking account. That will automatically transfer into the HELOC that night. To connect your all-in-one to external bank accounts, you'll just follow the prompts on each bank's websites to link the two accounts for instant transfers. It's actually pretty easy. If you need to transfer funds from your all-in-one to an external account, you'll initiate the draw once the accounts are linked from the external account. Now, I think the only thing that's a little frustrating about all-in-one is that because the checking account's always at 0 because it's swept over into the HELOC, some apps like Venmo that use instant verification, so if I was trying to send you $50 for dinner, Venmo is going to see if there's $50 in the account before it pushes the money through. Sometimes apps like Venmo struggle with the all-in-one checking account. So for that reason, I recommend keeping an outside checking account, your old one. Leave a couple $100 in it that you can use for all that like instant transfers with apps that use instant verification, okay? You can initiate a transfer from your external account, pull the funds from your all-in-one, and send that via Venmo without any problems. But Venmo and things like that can be a little tricky. Now, once you've closed on your all-in-one and you get that account number and the routing number, what you're gonna do is go to northpoint.com, top right of the screen, it says something like sign in, and then you're gonna find all-in-one loan. This is where you will enter your account number. I don't think it asks for your routing number there. It'll ask for a username and password. Now you're setting up your all-in-one bank account. You are not using the all-in-one loan application information. That's done. We closed the loan. Now you just gotta set up your online portal. It's not that hard, but some people get a little confused on that. So you put the account number in, maybe routing you can't remember, set up a username and password, you'll log in, and every time you log in, do it on your phone as well, you'll be able to see your current balance owed on the line, available equity, you'll be able to see that month's interest rate, you'll be able to see the interest that will be added on the 21st of that month, and you'll see probably a $0 balance in the checking account because all the money's being swept over into the HELOC. The mobile app won't show you all of that stuff, it'll show you most of it. If you log in through a browser, you'll be able to see everything. Seeing a $0 balance in your checking account, but seeing $240,000 available as equity means you could write a check that day for $240,000. If you owed $200,000 on your HELOC and you wrote a check for $240,000, the next day you're paying interest on $440,000 instead of $200,000, but think what you could do for $240,000. So the all-in-one closing, the closing is like any other closing, but what happens after that is a little different. So I hope this helps, and if you got any questions, call me anytime.